Antonio Conte is perhaps at times so eager to win that he forgets to look deeper. Lessons can be learned in losses and positives can come out of them. After their visit to Roma, Chelsea must take all the lessons and all the positives they can, so the loss was not in vain. The 343 is a beginner's version of the 352, and the natural evolution is to advance into the 5-midfielder version at some point. Chelsea were able to make progress with the 343 last season, as much because of the shock of their using it as their skill. Teams were simply not used to it. The 343 has 2 wide attacking players and 2 wide wingbacks. It has a lot of width, and yet not much defensive solidarity because of the 2 men in midfield. Chelsea subverted that last season by choosing industry and steel in midfield in their coupling of Nemanja, Matic and N'Golo Kante, 2 inherently defensive workhorse players. Between the 2 of them they made up for a lot of the frailties offered by the formation. The reason for the 343 as a learning tool on the way to 352 is simple. Most teams in modern football do not play with 3 at the back and wing backs. The classic chalk on the boots winger has been commonplace for a long time. The 343 inherently has a lot of the angles and passing lanes necessary to understand the 352, while also playing into the player's inherent understandings of more common methods. With the players available last season, Chelsea were able to make up for the lack of personnel in the middle of the field in many ways. Diego Costa's interest in coming back to win the ball and involve himself in interplay with the midfield aided this. It is why Eden Hazard had so many touches forward of him. Marcos Alonso and Victor Moses then provided the width, while the center of the park was controlled by Costa, Matic, Kante and David Luiz. Chelsea need to get back to the graft over gravy style of football. It's a simple thing, if a funny phrase. Chelsea need to favor handwork over anything else. With the 352, Chelsea will use Hazard as a trequartista on the break. He should be an outlet, slipping wide to get the ball and then moving forward. Alvaro Morata should constantly lurk on the back shoulder of his defender, showing to the ball for a 12. The reason why the Roma game was so dispiriting is not because Chelsea lost. That's part of sport. You win, you lose and you draw. That's the gamble you take when you choose to take part. For the joy of winning, you must be willing to gamble on losing as well.